Now, Miss Bowman, you are and have been, among other things, an herbalist. You're not.
Amongst other things. Yes.
Let's talk about one very, 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 very popular herb that the culture loves. Uh, so, how does marijuana and the use of marijuana, smoking, ingesting, how does it affect the body, and can a consistent intake of marijuana be maintained and still live healthy?
Well, you brought up a good point. When you talk about seizures, there has been medical studies to where the plant itself has been extracted in a way to where they've extracted the THC and they have used it to benefit seizures. There's a lot of study, and that goes pretty much back to the 60s and 70s, and they also tried mushrooms and psychedelic treatments of this. So they were going natural, they were going plant-based, if you will. But when you talk about, are we speaking of smoking?
Yes.
Now, when you smoke something, think about this. It changes the molecular structure,
Okay.
and you're inhaling that into your lungs.
Okay.
So that's a situation to where those who smoke have to deal with that particular kind of residual. And what I mean by that is that molecular structure has now changed, so the best part of the plant is gone. To some extent, for those who are listening, I'm just being honest. So when you use that plant in another way, there are benefits. There have been extractions, like I said, from that particular plant to do many beneficial things. However, but smoking something, you lighten it up, changes the structure. So it may give you something, but the benefits of the plant itself, there's far more that people don't talk about, that we don't see. But I think it's coming. I mean,
Okay.
in America, I think we're talking about some really great things that help those who have seizures, those who have different ailments, pain levels.
Right.
I've known it to help cancer patients in pain and different ways. So, but smoking in general, that is one way. That's one option for some. But if you're looking for the total benefit of the plant, because I'm for the plant, I'm looking at plant-based
Right.
information here.
Right.
And so when you talk about what it does aside from that, there are so many more benefits that we need to, as a community, talk about and educate ourselves about. So I'm one who had a father who could smoke 6 in a row and smoke
Oh,
up the
Dr. Sebi
room.
smoke.
Oh yeah, my grandfather smoked.
See, I was looking at Isaiah because he looked like he
Well, he
wanted to
would
say
be
something.
the expert on
Isaiah
here,
had
so
something to say.
I'm gonna
you know.
pass it on.
We had been, we was, outside before we came in. We were comparing herbs with one another.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So with my grandfather, yes, my grandfather did smoke, and he's probably smoking right now. Rest in peace. So, he smoked a lot, but he smoked clean. It wasn't something that he abused. It was clean. He smoked out of zigzags, something raw, something natural.
Right.
Now, today's time, the backwood is one of the highly promoted substance that people use, and it's not good, for the natural essence of the marijuana, because it takes down, like Monty said, it's going to lower it to where all you're getting is tobacco. And then now you're getting addicted to the nicotine. And that nicotine causes a nasty lung infection.
Got you.
Which is not good for the body.
Now, I know raw papers and joint papers, zigzags as you call them. I know those are the most holistic way to go.
Yes.
But just should you want to choose some form of a more cigar-based, what was the best blunt to buy? I was trying to find a politically correct way to say it. So what's the best blunt to buy?
I tell people the hemp wraps, they have vegan wraps now.
Okay.
That's, strictly hemp. There's the La Palma leaf. That's natural. That's made by, you can use La Palma. That's really good. But stay away from backwoods. It's very harmful and detrimental. And it's not good to the Mary Jane. You really abusing your Mary Jane when you put it in something like that.
Yeah. So you're fucking up the gas, basically.
Yeah,
is what
you
he's
messing
saying.
it up.
Tell us a little bit about the CMOS gang.
Oh, now the CMOS gang.
Share the
That's right.
What is the CMOS gang?
CMOS is something. The CMOS gang has turned into just a big family of people who wants to live better, be better, taking CMOS, and they getting results from the product, and they love it. Yeah. So.
And how did it become somewhat of a cultural phenomenon?
Well, it became very popular because Ray Shrimmer, one of my clients, Jimmy.
Okay, yeah, I know young Jimmy.
Yeah, young Jimmy fell off the speaker. Remember when he hurt his leg?
Yeah, okay.
I got him walking in 7 days. He went on tour with Nicki Minaj, and then it just went rapid after that.
Now, share with the people some of the more pertinent benefits of CMOS.
Now, CMOS provides you with 92 of 102 minerals. So that puts the A complex, the B complex, the zinc, the calcium, get rid of mucus, inflammation, helps, someone who has asthma or asthmatic, it'll get rid of the mucus out the lungs and they won't have asthma anymore. Or if your grandmother have arthritis in the joints, CMOS will help with that as well because of the zinc and the calcium. And if someone have high blood pressure, that'll help as well. So CMOS have tons of benefits. It's great diuretic. It burns belly fat.
It's the untold superfood.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't. That's something that we all need to
How you cook
understand.
CMOS?
How you cook it.
Very carefully.
Right, very carefully. And it grows in the ocean. It's not just anything. You can't just grow it on the land.
So you have to go and catch it. You have to
Yes.
go to the ocean and gather it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Pure
And how is it
sources.
prepared?
Go ahead, Auntie.
Well, you can have a couple of different ways. We have it in gel form, and you can extract it just for the gel itself, and you can add it to smoothies. We have it where you can dry it. You can then process it out and capsule it. Some people like it in the powder form. But those are the ways you usually find it. You'll find some Jamaican companies that just add it to their drinks.
Okay.
Irish moss, and that's when you have sea moss, but sea moss is actually a blend. It's not just Irish moss, and Sebi coined that years ago. There's a video out there on YouTube where he falls to his knees,
Oh yeah.
and that's because of the strength, the amount of calcium at his age. How could he fall to his knees on cement or a hard surface and get up and not have any problem?
Right.
CMOS. CMOS gang.
Now-
he was the first, the OG.
Yeah, for real.
Now, does CMOS have a taste?
Yes. It has a very distinctive taste.
Describe the taste. Is it nasty? That's what it is.
Yes, it is nasty.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
All right. So it's like taking medicine.
A little stronger than that.
But alcohol nasty too, and people still drink it.
That's
That's
true.
true.
You see what I'm saying?
So, yeah.
It's true.
And they drink it not for the taste, but for the benefit.
That's true.
So if you could drink something that has a bad taste for the benefit of, I guess, being intoxicated, then you could drink something that don't taste good for the benefit of being more healthy just as well.
That's true.
Isaiah, you started, I think, 11 years ago reversing illnesses.
Yes, sir.
Well, when did you know you had the power to heal naturally?
I was about 18, and one of my closest friends called me crying on the phone. And I'm thinking, his mom died, his dad died, or something like that. He like, man, I have herpes. I'm like, you have what? He said, I have herpes. He said, man, my life is over. I might as well commit suicide.
Damn.
And then that's when I finally started, telling people who my grandfather was, because as a kid, Tip, I couldn't tell you, yeah, my grandfather cured AIDS and cancer and diabetes. You'd be like, man, this dude is crazy.
Right.
So I was like, look, stop crying. I'm going to call my grandpa and I'm going to take you to see him. He said, what your grandpa going to do? I said, man, my grandfather cured. He like, you lying. I said, I'm going to tell my grandfather to cure you. And he was like, really? I'm like, yeah. So I took him to my grandfather. My grandfather said, you going to help him get rid of this. I'm like, how am I going to help him? You the one that healed. He said, you going to help him. I'm going to walk you through this. And he walked me through a tip. My friend got cured in 3 months. From then on, I've been helping people since, from diabetes to cancer to tumors to helping people reverse the obesity.
Tumors, you say?
Tumors.
How, so what was the first tumor? What was the first sign? Because tumors are synonymous with cancer.
Yes.
So you reversed a cancerous tumor.
Yes.
Tell me the first time you did it.
I was about 26. And a gentleman was a boxer. He had a tumor in his lungs, and he had a baby.
Damn.
He had a daughter. And he came to me, 26. I was 26, put him on a plant-based diet, reversed the tumor in about a year. And the gentleman's still living today. We actually played basketball about a year ago together, and we reminisced about it because he thought he was going to die. And that's when I really fell in love with healing. And then one day, I'll never forget it. I was watching your segment, Grand Hustle, when you was doing the Stop Obesity campaign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, wow, that's, I really thought that was amazing because our culture and our society is obese still till today.
Yeah.
And that's one of the highest diseases of our society.
Right.
So when I was watching your segment, it really inspired me. I went to my grandfather like, we need to create a weight loss program within our program. And he was like, what? I said, we need to do this. He said, you do it. He said, you should create it. I said, okay. I studied the books. I created the formula. Went to my grandfather. He said, now, how did you do this? I said, I read the books. He said, this is really good. That's exactly what he said. He said, this is really good. He said, so you ready? I said, yeah. He said, you're going to have to get to your people. I said, yeah. He said, so it's no more about you. I said, okay. He said, do it. And from 2009 tip, I helped over 10,000 people lose weight and keep it off on a plant-based diet and helping them with our weight loss package that we provide to this day.
Now, Miss Kelly, I know a big part of your initiative is using food as medicine. Could you please tell us how to do that? Please.
Well, thank you for asking that question. How do we use that? How do we use food as medicine? Well, it was the first thing here. And one of the beautiful things about Jah's gift to all of us is that he made grass, and it was good. And one of the things that I love about the plant-based diet is that, I'm going to just put that out there, if you don't buy any of our products, you still need to know how to eat.
Yes.
Right on.
Because how you eat is the celebratory way that you show your body that you respect it.
Right.
So when I call food medicine, I feel chicken is the devil. A lot of you.
So what's so bad about, why you say that?
Chicken.
What's so bad about chicken?
Chicken is the devil.
Although I would tend to agree with you. And, people, they tell me to get the hell out of here all the time at the barbecue because, you know what I'm saying, because I'm asking for fish. But why is chicken the devil?
Listen, people don't realize what inflammatory means. In definition, when it comes to the body, to be inflamed in your kidneys, your intestines, to be inflamed in your arteries means that you now have open, or major organs, you have now opened yourself up for diabetes, hypertension, hormonal irregulations. For women, and I get these calls a lot, hormone balance for women when they have high anxiety, problems with having children. So when I say inflammatory, it means that you have lost the ability to do something because you were out of balance. So when it comes to what happened, I've taken women off of chicken for 30 days. I tell them, don't take my products. Not interested in you buying the products. I'm interested in you educating yourself about what you eat.
Right.
So you can get to me. However, you need to deal with you first. Get off chicken for 30 days and tell me how you feel. So a lot of women are no longer depressed. Their fibroids have shrunk. Their bodies are acting in a way that seem more balanced, in a way they're thinking clearly. So when this started to happen and it became a routine, and I've been with my father, many, many years and watched this happen.
Right.
I was convinced then. I am convinced now that chicken is the devil. So, and those women gave me the feedback. It wasn't love that I was giving them. It was what they brought back and told me how they felt.
Right.
So with that being said, when you find out that chicken is inflammatory, what does that mean? I'm telling you, it means disease.